It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The blue line making its way out of the station are setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. It's time for the NBA Live. Hey, Dave.
Well, most would agree that
You knew some decisions were coming, D.A. They're still a factor. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Hayward in at the three spot. Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
The numbers for Luka Doncic absolutely staggering. The only rookie ever to average over 20 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists.
And such impressive poise and confidence for Luka Doncic, Doris. He's unfazed by the NBA.
I think it makes sense, Kevin, when you consider this young man has been playing as a pro and against men since the age of 16. And by 17, he was tearing up the EuroLeague. This guy was ready to make the leap.
Clock at 6. Steps back and fires. That's good on the jump shot.
This is right in Tatum's wheelhouse. That mid-range is his comfort zone.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. Cantor against Porzingis. And the pass to Tatum. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
With the teardrop, and Walker with the layup.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Brunson with it, working on Walker. That one goes. Count it.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Now, here's Walker. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Knocked away. Outside, Tatum fires for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Now the Mavericks with it. 3-point lead.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Now here's Brown. Offline with his 3. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And the shot goes down.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wright, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. There's Smart following the score by Dallas. To the paint. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Doncic. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Williams. Walker in the corner. There's the triple. Williams dishes to Walker. Ogilvy passes to Williams. It's up a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with great. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and
I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, we've got DeLon Wright. Also, J.J. Barea out there. Dwight Powell is out there with Doncic. And it's Kleba in at the power forward. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Boy, no fear from Luka Doncic. When he's near the hoop, he will challenge anyone.
Smart kicks to Ogilvy. Outside, Williams. Outside, Smart. Launches it. Kleba with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Curry finds Doncic. Back to Curry. On the wing, Doncic. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
To the inside, Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220, Doris. Is he a point guard? A point forward? I mean, where does he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put him. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And Curry, here we go. Over in the corner, Doncic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brown feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Walker. Boston again missing.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Outside Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Walker missing again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Doncic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
J.J. Barea's checked in for the Mavericks.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Round the pass to Tice. Can they get it? Porzingis with the block. Barea against Walker. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Cantor in at the center position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And Cantor pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. Back to Walker. Porzingis comes with the double team. Count it. Cantor's got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Hardaway finds Porzingis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Plays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now here's Walker. Brunson covering. Walker in the post. It's over Brunson. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Brunson scanning the floor. Fires the 3. Porzingis again from deep. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Norris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind. James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable. Well, Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Tatum on the wing. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Dallas moving the ball around. And Barea has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
The Celtics making a switch here. Ojeleye is checked in. Celtics trail by 13. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Smart against Barea. Smart passes to length. Williams trying to break free. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Barea finds Powell. And the layup is good.
I tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
Here's Langford. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas, Wright is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Curry. And there's J.J. Barea. And it's Kleba in at the 5 spot. Hayward against Doncic. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Doncic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Mavs. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Hayward. From past the arc. Powell pulls it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kleba. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Robert Williams. Then for the Mavericks, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Now, here's Cantor. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Curry with a wide open look. And it's Dallas with another.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Smart up top, guarded by Curry. And the basket is good.
How about Marcus Smart? Keeps his balance even with the defense in his grill. That is really nicely done.
Now here's Brunson, guarded by Walker. Uncovered. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Justin Jackson comes in for Doncic. And Lee subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Williams, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Dallas with a change here, too. J.J. Barea checked in for Curry. Poirier passes to Langford. Edwards against Barea. Boston, no good that time either.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And that one's good, Marjanovic.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Barea against Edwards. And the rejection by Marjanovic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barea finds Marjanovic. Lee with the ball. Marjanovic down low. Edwards defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Ojale. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.